Untapped potential, Africa's promise. Africa, the world's second largest and second most populous continent, a land of incredible diversity. From the bustling markets of Lagos to the vast savannas of the Serengeti, Africa pulsates with life and possibility. It's a continent brimming with natural resources, youthful energy, and untapped potential. Yet, despite these advantages, Africa's journey towards development has been fraught with challenges. The continent grapples with poverty, disease, and conflict. Progress remains uneven, with some nations surging ahead while others lag behind. Understanding Africa's complex development landscape requires delving into its history, politics, and socio-economic realities. It demands acknowledging the deep-seated issues that continue to hinder its progress. Africa's story is often told through a lens of despair, focusing on its struggles and setbacks. But it's crucial to remember that this narrative is incomplete. Beneath the surface of these challenges lies a continent brimming with resilience, creativity, and an unyielding spirit. Africa's potential is undeniable. By confronting its past, navigating its present, and investing in its future, Africa can overcome its obstacles and claim its rightful place on the global stage.
Scars of the past, colonialism's enduring legacy. To understand Africa's present, we must confront its past. Colonialism, the systematic exploitation of a people and their resources, has left an indelible mark on the continent. European powers carved up Africa, imposing their will and extracting its wealth. This exploitation went beyond mere resource extraction. Colonial powers implemented policies designed to benefit themselves. They established systems of forced labor and destroyed traditional industries. This legacy of economic dependence continues to haunt many African nations today. Colonialism sowed seeds of division that continue to plague the continent. By drawing arbitrary borders, colonial powers created artificial states ripe for conflict. These divisions were further exacerbated by divide and rule tactics. The wounds of colonialism run deep. Addressing its lingering effects is crucial for fostering sustainable development in Africa. This requires acknowledging historical injustices and fostering unity among diverse populations.
Lines in the sand. The burden of artificial borders. Imagine drawing lines on a map, dividing communities, families, and even ethnic groups. During the scramble for Africa, colonial powers carved up the continent with little regard for existing social structures. These borders, decided in European capitals, have had a lasting impact on Africa's development. The imposition of these boundaries created states that were often ethnically and culturally diverse. It has fueled ethnic tensions and conflicts as groups compete for power and resources. These boundaries disrupted traditional trade routes and economic systems. The legacy of these divisions continues to challenge development efforts across the continent.
Power struggles, instability, and its consequences. Political instability has become synonymous with many parts of Africa. Coups, civil wars, and corrupt regimes have plagued the continent since the dawn of independence. This instability creates a climate of fear and uncertainty, making it nearly impossible to attract foreign investment, build infrastructure, or establish the rule of law. When governments are overthrown every few years, long-term planning becomes an exercise in futility. Investors shy away from unstable regions, fearing the loss of their investments. Essential services like healthcare and education suffer as resources are diverted to quell unrest or line the pockets of corrupt officials. The cycle of instability becomes self-perpetuating. As poverty and inequality worsen, so too does the likelihood of conflict. This creates a vicious cycle that traps nations in a quagmire of underdevelopment. Breaking this cycle requires addressing the root causes of instability, promoting good governance, and fostering inclusive economic growth that benefits all citizens.
Section 5. Divided we fall: ethnic tension and conflict. Africa is a continent of immense cultural and ethnic diversity. While this diversity should be a source of strength and vibrancy, it has often been manipulated to sow division and conflict. Colonial powers exploited existing ethnic tensions for their own gain, pitting groups against each other in a cynical game of divide and rule. This legacy of ethnic manipulation continues to haunt many African nations. politicians often exploit ethnic divisions to consolidate power, mobilizing support along ethnic lines rather than on shared national interests. This can lead to discrimination, marginalization, and even violence directed at specific ethnic groups. Ethnic conflicts have devastating consequences. They displace millions of people, destroy infrastructure, and cripple economies. They also erode trust and social cohesion, making it difficult to rebuild and move forward as a nation. Addressing ethnic tensions requires promoting inter-ethnic dialogue, ensuring equal rights and opportunities for all citizens, and fostering a sense of shared national identity that transcends ethnic differences.
Section 6. Economic Chains from Extraction to Exploitation. Africa is a continent rich in natural resources. From diamonds and gold to oil and coltan, the continent possesses vast reserves of valuable commodities. However, this abundance of resources has often been a curse rather than a blessing. Colonial powers established extractive economies, focused on siphoning off resources for their own benefit. This legacy of extraction continues to shape Africa's economic landscape. Many African nations remain dependent on exporting raw materials, often at low prices, to developed countries. This lack of economic diversification makes these nations vulnerable to price fluctuations in the global commodities market. Moreover, foreign companies often dominate the extraction of these resources, repatriating profits back to their home countries rather than reinvesting them in local communities. This perpetuates a cycle of dependence and underdevelopment, where African nations are denied the full benefits of their own natural wealth. Breaking free from this extractive model requires investing in value-added industries, promoting local processing of raw materials, and ensuring that the benefits of resource extraction are shared equitably among all citizens.
Section 7. The Price of Progress, Environmental Challenges. As if the challenges of poverty, conflict, and economic exploitation weren't enough, Africa also faces, a growing environmental crisis. Climate change is hitting the continent particularly hard, exacerbating existing problems like drought, desertification, and food insecurity. Rising temperatures and changing rainfall patterns threaten agricultural productivity, putting millions at risk of hunger and malnutrition. Water scarcity is becoming increasingly common, leading to conflicts over dwindling resources. Coastal erosion and rising sea levels threaten to displace entire communities. Addressing these environmental challenges is crucial for Africa's sustainable development. This requires investing in climate-resilient agriculture, promoting sustainable land management practices, and transitioning to cleaner sources of energy.
Section 8. A glimmer of hope, signs of transformation. Despite these daunting challenges, there's reason for hope. Across Africa, we're witnessing a wave of positive change. From burgeoning tech hubs in Nairobi and Lagos to innovative agricultural initiatives in rural communities, Africans are taking charge of their own destiny. A new generation of leaders is emerging, committed to good governance, transparency, and accountability. Civil society organizations are playing an increasingly important role in holding leaders accountable and advocating for the needs of marginalized communities. Moreover, there's a growing recognition of the importance of regional integration and cooperation. The African Continental Free Trade Area, which aims to create a single market for goods and services across the continent, has the potential to boost intra-African trade and unlock economic growth. Section 9. Charting a new course towards sustainable development. Africa's journey towards development is far from over. The continent continues to grapple with deep-seated challenges that require innovative solutions and unwavering commitment. But the path forward is clear. Investing in education and healthcare is paramount. Empowering women and girls is essential for unlocking the continent's full potential. Promoting peace and security is crucial for creating an environment conducive to growth and prosperity. Above all, Africa needs strong, accountable institutions that serve the needs of their people. This requires tackling corruption, strengthening the rule of law, and ensuring that all citizens have a voice in the decisions that affect their lives. Section 10. A brighter future. Realizing Africa's potential. Africa's story is one of resilience, determination, and unwavering hope. Despite the historical injustices, the political turmoil, and the economic challenges, Africans continue to strive for a better future. The continent's potential is undeniable. With the right investments, the right policies, and the unwavering commitment of its people, Africa can overcome its obstacles and achieve its full potential. A brighter future awaits. A future where Africa takes its rightful place as a global leader, driven by innovation, powered by its people, and defined by its unwavering spirit.
Hey everyone! If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Want to be the first to know when we upload a new video? Tap the notification bell. And we love hearing from you. Drop a comment below with your thoughts and questions. Lastly, share this video with your friends who are passionate about the social issues affecting the African continent.